Good morning. Welcome. I'm a couple minutes late, but better late than never. I had to find a somewhat dry spot. In San Diego, we have a little bit of moisture in the air, which actually feels really good. But welcome, good morning if you are on the West Coast, good afternoon, maybe even good evening. But this morning I thought I'd share a little yoga sequence, really short and sweet, that you can do anywhere. Callie will be kind of joining us a little bit here. But if you're sitting down at a desk specifically, this is great. If you are sitting at a desk in a chair, just make sure your feet are really planted on the floor. And if you're sitting down on the floor like this, maybe grab a blanket or a pillow and prop it underneath the hips so the hips can be a little bit higher than the knees. And you can also practice this for the most part standing up. So it's totally up to you. Let me know what you tried, what works. If you have any questions, I'm here. It's so funny. It looks like it's just raining right now, but I'm still out here loving it. All right, so no matter where you're at, if you can close the eyes, if you're at work or around people, maybe that's not possible. But take a couple moments to let the gaze soften, to sit up or stand up nice and tall, and close the eyes when you're ready, and slowly bring your awareness inward. So tuning into your breath and taking a few moments to settle in, noticing the inhales and the exhales as they come and they go. And see if you can get a deeper glimpse of the breath. So noticing that each inhale you take, you fill up. In each exhale, you kind of let it go. Come over. So inhaling, filling the belly, filling the side of the ribs, filling up towards the chest, and then as you exhale, the chest softens, the ribs knit in, and the belly hugs back towards the spine. We'll continue a few more breaths like this, and every breath you take, see if you can become just more present with the breath, rather than focusing on what's going on around you. Just the breath, just right here, right now. Letting each inhale become longer, letting each exhale become longer and more slow. And we use our breath in our yoga practice to become more present, more alive in this moment, more aware of what's going on, and more so what's going on here rather than out here. All right, so we'll add a little bit of movement. So just begin to roll the shoulders up towards the ears, back behind you. So you're squeezing the inner shoulder blades towards each other, and then down away from the ears. Forward, up, back, and down. And notice if maybe one shoulder has a little bit more range of motion than the other. Super common. And a couple more rounds like this. And then maybe switching directions. Just kind of opening up around the shoulders. Good. And then let's raise our right hand up and take a big inhale as you do, and reach the fingertips in the arm and feel longer through that whole right side of the body. Bring your left hand down to the floor or maybe the chair. Take an exhale, and again, notice the belly hugging back towards the spine. That's our sense of support and stability. On your next inhale, reach taller, and as you exhale, reach over towards the left. Take a few breaths here, really pressing down through that right hip and extending through the right fingertips. And maybe you feel the stretch in the intercostal muscles, shoulder, or maybe even towards the hip. Take one more big inhale and exhale here. And then we'll add on just a little bit. If it feels good, draw your right hand behind you. Let the shoulder melt back. If it feels okay for your neck, look up or look at your hand. Otherwise, gaze straight. As you exhale, hug the belly towards the spine, round the back. Draw your right arm down and soften the right shoulder. And then inhale again, opening back up. Maybe look up at the hand and exhale, round, soften. One more time. Letting the left shoulder even soften as you move here. Good. And then on your next inhale, we'll bring that right arm back up. Take an inhale and an exhale here. One more inhale, and then as you exhale, bring that right hand out to the side as you begin to turn to the left. And then inhale, arm reaches back up, getting long through that right side of the body. This time as you exhale, bring the arm down, bring your left ear to the left shoulder, exposing the right side of the neck. Inhale, we'll do that one more time. Arm reaches up, look up or forward. Good. Exhale, arm comes down, gaze to the left. Inhale, going at your own pace. If I'm too fast or too slow, choose yours. Good. Exhale, this time arm comes down, left ear to left shoulder. Pause here. I can't bring my arm all the way down because I have a cute puppy underneath me, but if you can, bring your arm all the way down or maybe even behind you so that right shoulder really draws back. And then either stay here, or if it's kind of dangling, you can add some small circles with that right arm, getting a little bit more in towards that shoulder girdle. And then if you want more, you'll reach your left hand around your low back, grabbing your right forearm and draw the arm down. And then take a couple of breaths here. Maybe adding more, drawing your chin towards the left shoulder. Good. And then as you exhale, release it all, come back to center, chin down towards the chest, and then as you inhale, lift up. Other side on your next inhale, right arm sweeps up. Again, get long through that whole left side of the body, from the hip all the way to the fingertips. And as you exhale, belly hugs towards the spine, slowly melt over towards the right. And again, take a couple of breaths, really rooted through that left hip and all the way to the fingertips. Good. And then inhale if it feels good. Press that right arm back. Look up if it feels good, or gaze forward. As you exhale, hug the belly towards the spine. Let that left arm slowly soften down and soften the shoulder. Inhale, opening up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Good. Last one. Exhale down. You can either stay in one of these or we'll move on. So inhaling, arm reaches just straight back up. Take an inhale here. Good, and on your exhale, let that arm come out to the side as you turn towards the right. Good. Inhale, arm reaches all the way back up, gaze up or forward. Good, and exhale, arm comes down, this time right ear to right shoulder, exposing the left side of the neck. Inhale, arm up, look up or forward. Good. Exhale, turning to the right. Arm comes down. Inhale. Good. And this time, exhale, the arm comes all the way down. Let both shoulders soften away from the ears, and then guide your right ear towards the right shoulder. Take a few breaths here. And again, maybe even walking that right arm back just a little bit, letting that shoulder move away and back. And then if you want more, maybe adding some small circles. It's hard because I'm sitting. It's not ideal in this position. But maybe you're at a chair and your arm's dangling, or maybe you're standing. Good. And then if you wanted more, you'll bring your right hand behind your back, grab your left forearm and draw it down. And then maybe you stay here or draw your chin towards the right shoulder. One more breath. Good, and then as you exhale, just let everything come back to center. Chin draws towards the chest, and then as you inhale, sit up nice and tall, roll the shoulders, and then take a couple of breaths here, eyes open or closed. Just see if you can feel a difference with the shoulders, the upper body, the neck. And then we'll just do a really easy kind of seated cat-cow. As you inhale, you'll bend the elbows, forearms parallel to the floor. Hug your elbows back and squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. As you do that, here, I'll do that. Lift the chest up, kind of like the cow version. And then as you exhale, begin to hug the belly towards the spine, round the back, interlace your hands, press your palms away and round the head down. So inhale, bend the elbows and shoulders press back as you lift your chest and maybe your gaze up. As you exhale, belly in, round the back, interlace your hands and press your palms away, letting the shoulder blades move away from each other. One more time like that. Inhale, lifting up tall. Good. Exhale. And then inhale, center, and it's always nice to finish with a little forward fold. So if you're on the floor, you can slowly walk your hands out in front of you. You could even switch legs to do this, or do it on both sides. Maybe the forearms come to the floor, maybe your forehead rests down, and if you're in a chair, you can do this as well. Just let the torso melt over the thighs. And if you're standing, you can do this as well by bending the knees and coming all the way into a forward fold. Take a couple breaths here, breathing into the back of the body. Good, and then on your inhale, you'll come back to center. And again, maybe you switch directions if you're laying down like I am, and you do the same thing. Good. And then last thing we'll do here is just coming into a twist to finish us off. So sitting up nice and tall again. Ideally, actually, you're not standing right now, but take a few breaths, and as you do, and as you exhale, notice the belly hugs back towards the spine. This is what we want for our support. So take an inhale, get long through the spine. As you exhale, both hands come out to the side and slowly come over to the left, hugging belly towards spine. Again. As you inhale, lift up nice and tall, even through the crown of the head, as if you had a string attached to the crown of your head. As you exhale, maybe it feels good to turn back, looking over your back shoulder. Let both shoulders soften. Inhale, getting longer, getting more tall through the spine. Exhale, belly hugs in. Good. Next inhale, come back to center. Bring your hands out to the side, take an inhale, and then as you exhale, other side. And same thing, as you inhale, get long through the spine, and as you exhale, maybe gaze back over your back shoulder. No. Hey. One more breath. Inhale, lengthening, and exhale, belly hugs in. And then next inhale, come back to center, and maybe you continue with a little movement, or maybe you're done for the day, but I just thought I'd share this again, little upper body sequence. If you liked this, let me know. Tell your friends, tag someone, and I'd love to support you in more, so let me know. I'm thinking low back, some hip stuff, whatever you're thinking. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me if you did, or maybe you're catching this later. Thank you so much. Take care.